Sure, go for it.
Right. And
So
some of my staff, including my marketing manager, might jump in because that's part of
yeah,
why I wanted to talk to you. So go ahead and
yeah.
show your
So let
screen.
me show you. Let me share my screen. So you can see this is Cashflow marketplace. It's got a different logo, the C and the M. And then they can register to learn about syndication if they want to. And over here, how it works is that they can create their investment criteria. They can view the sponsors. They can follow people. They can view the deals. And then they can invest directly. And ES name is, shared photo is actually here. So it looks like this. So if they want to say invest, click into follow sponsors. They come in this page. They see a bunch of these folks, right? They can see, they can browse through them. They can see them. They can, wow, this is really cool. So I haven't even followed Jerry yet. I haven't followed Tina yet. Let me actually search for you. I may already have followed you. Okay. So, and I can favorite them. So I'm gonna favorite Ivan. I can watch his video like this, right? And then I can favorite, I can see all the people that I have favorite and the people that I'm already following. So for me, let me click into my name. So here, you can specify your actual IRR, the investors, the passive units, and the active units. And then underneath here, you can see all the videos you posted, all the podcasts you appear on. I was in the Joe Fairless podcast. And then here, this is like the most amazing part. For every deal, you can put in your target IRR and your actual IRR, especially the deals that have gone full cycle. And the deals that have gone full cycle, we will compare it against the S&P returns. So you can see since we bought this, the S&P has dropped 8.6%. Since we bought this, S&P has dropped 11%, but our target IRR is still 14. The Fox and Old Village, we're gonna sell this in a few weeks, and this is gonna be a 35% IRR, and the S&P will be like 1.2%. Like, and then this one is actual. We need to highlight this word actual. Actual is 33 on this deal, and the S&P is only 18. So this is like as real as it gets for someone, you know, come from tech. They have no idea what syndication is, but when they look at it, it's like, okay, this real estate thing without landlording is for real. So let me follow this person. Once they follow the people, they can see all the deals from the GPs they follow. So, you know, for example, this one, Pinnacle, Sheldon is part of Sunrock. So I can look at this deal. If this is a class A, that's cool. This is a debt financing, acquisition fee, fine. At the bottom, I can see the information. Here, I can see a lot of the webinar deck. So I can open up the webinar deck. I can study the webinar deck if I want. And if they want to force a confidentiality agreement, they can sign the OA as well before they can look at the webinar deck. So, okay, cool. That's interesting. And I can click on express interest, or I can directly start investing, right? But because we own Cashflow Portal, they will go straight into the investing. And so the entire workflow just works, right? So what does this do? This allows any retail LPs on the internet to look at deals, just explore deals, discover deals, right? All the investment opportunities. And if they want, like on Sheldon, for example, if I want to know more about Sheldon as a GP, I can click into Sheldon. I can click into Sheldon here. I can look at his return. So, okay, he has 1,900 units the month of, if this is like his information, that's his investment opportunity, 12 investors, that's cool. Yeah, so this one is target 14% IRR. So far, it's been negative for S&P. So, I mean, they're doing pretty well. So that's good. I can leave a review. I can see other people's reviews and so on. So let me pause here. You know, I think, you know, like Portal is the portal. You are an investor. That's cool. It's doing well. It's doing fantastic. We demonstrate we can execute. But I think this is what actually could change the industry. All right, let me pause there.
I freaking love it.
Yeah. Why? What do you like about it?
I mean, you're obviously your role as a GP is showing the product. You're serving the needs of GP. So yeah, it's great. So this is how big is this now? Has this officially launched?
This is officially launched. It's very small. It's only got like, we have 500 visitors to Cashflow portal every day. We only have like 20 visitors to here every day. That's because we separate the two websites. Nobody knows about this thing right now, right? And we intentionally made it that way because we don't want the GPs to feel like, oh, you should not combine marketplace. That would hurt resoundingly. And that's why the Cashflow portal business go up like crazy, because they feel safe. They're like, we're not doing that. But then the marketplace basically has no traffic because we haven't even brought any traffic. We start doing some Facebook ads. That's where the marketing can come in. Like, I know Iya is not gonna use Grant Cardone specifically, but just in general, if someone wants to learn about real estate syndication, they could go to a platform to learn about syndication, right? There are all kinds of events they can go to. Like, this is like all the events they could go to. They can go into education, and we're gonna make the education better, right? So this is really bringing syndication to the real industry, and we're still building this. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Again, I love it. I love it. Thank you. Thank you for working so hard. And I know you're still very active with like likes of Jerry and syndication as well. You guys doing stuff?
Yeah, I love Jerry. I might do one syndication a year, but I'm gonna keep it super small, like $6, $7, $8 million raise. And then I'm done. Like, after I raise money. That's because I'm so busy with this work that I don't have time.
You should focus.
To syndicate.
This
is a greater money.
Your payoff here is better.
Yeah, my payout way better here. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so a few things here. You said you did two fundraisings using this platform. How much did you guys raise, and how big is the database now?
So yeah, sorry, there are two things going on. The fundraising for me for Cashflow portal is about $5.5 million. So we have raised $5.5 million. So that has nothing to do with the database. That's just like we raise money for Cashflow portal.
No, I'm talking about using the platform as a syndicator.
So the platform, they have only been 4 LPs that invested in GPs through the marketplace. Okay, in 2022, and we launched about 6 months ago for the marketplace. How many LPs are here? This is a great question. We have about only 200 LPs that came through the marketplace. Only 200, like, that's how bad it is. But we have done zero marketing. We have not even put out anything. Like, nobody really knows about this thing. However, let me show you this. This is really good. We start the Facebook ads about 2 days ago, and so far we have gotten some really good LPs that sign up and then connect with a bunch of people. So when they connect, this is what that looks like. Let me show you. So this is marketplace follower. Yeah, it's good. Oh, I see. That's why. We have about okay, cool. So I'll show you. Like, this is all the followers since yesterday. I'm gonna show my screen quickly. Yeah. So this is a screenshot of all the followers. So we start doing some Facebook ads, and then since last 24 hours. So that's a follower. So Kyrie will sign up, and then they will follow with a bunch of people. I follow you, and then a bunch of people follow a bunch of other people. So this is in the last like 24 hours. Now, why is that true? If I look at my Facebook ads, and this is the amount of money that I'm spending, which is nothing, because I actually care a lot about the product. I'll show you what's going on here. So over here, here's a campaign that's running. I'm spending a budget of $5. No, we have $3 million in the bank. I'm spending $5 a day testing this thing, and we have 1,000 reaches. Our cost per result per click is 25 cents. We spent $13 so far. We have about 4 signups. That's really, really good. If you look at like basically the click-through rate, there's a column called click-through rate. Click-through rate. Click-through rate. There we go. I'm gonna put the click-through rate toward the top here. That's the click-through rate. And I'm showing this because you're an investor. 4.65% click-through rate. And then if I click on click-through rate industry, say what's a good Facebook click-through rate? Okay, so this is the 1 second. The benchmarks is on average between 1.5% to 2%. The average click-through rate is this one. So if you're here, this is 2022. So far we have really good click-through rate, and people just love it. Like once they sign up, I also reach out in person and I schedule a call. The reason I want to schedule a call with those LP is that I want them to understand a little bit more about syndication, and then I want to further refine the product. It's usually going to take about another year, or maybe another 3 months. So like, okay, let me show you this. This is a call that was scheduled earlier today. So 44 minutes ago, that's LP. It's like first-time passive investor. I'm looking forward to learning about it, right? Now, the nice thing about this is like, I'm not trying to get her to invest in my deal. I don't need the money. Like I'm done with syndication. I don't need the money. I'm actually like helping her invest in a platform of GPs if they want to invest with anyone. I'm connecting the two, right? So I'm coming from this a very, very good incentive and motivation for the LP. The website has to look good. They're obviously signing up through Facebook app. I'm talking to them. I further iterate the product, and then I'm going to further iterate the make it even better, do more Facebook ads until LPs start referring each other, until LPs start investing with the GPs. So that's kind of the playbook. We're still in the pre-product market fit stage for the marketplace, and it's important that we create value for the LPs.
Yep, that
Let
makes
me
sense.
pause there. Yeah. It's not. This is very different from say I'm a GP. I have a website. Come check out my website. Sign up for my webinar. Like and then even GPs are adding value by like inviting their accountants to talk about how syndication works. We are just a platform now that helps connect the GPs and the LPs. The GPs come from the Cashflow portal. In order to be featured here, you have to be a customer. So we got the supply. Now we just have to work out the demand. And the breakthrough here is that there is signal that there is quite a bit of demand.
Are you ready to use this to raise more money for GPs?
We will raise more money for free for GPs. And we want it to be that, I think, like if you have a deal, I'm pretty confident we can help you raise like 100K like in the next like 6 weeks. That's it. But in order to get to $1 million confidently, I think we have to wait until end of this year. That's how long it will take.
100K? Why so small?
Because it takes a long time to raise any money. There are some GPs, yeah. Like imagine this is a platform. This is not like the people who sign up don't know about us, right? They don't know anything about these GPs, right? It's like, are you gonna dole out 25K on the internet over someone you haven't met? So this is not easy.
Yeah, I guess unless you have like a Grant Cardone as part of it.
And we're not. That's right. Yes. Yeah. Now, you can say, build a good relationship with Grant Cardone, but I also don't want Grant Cardone to come in like next 2 months. If Grant Cardone comes in like 2 years from now or a year from now, and the product is more mature, then yeah, he can single-handedly change the trajectory of this marketplace. But then what is the incentive for Grant Cardone to do so? We can say every LP that they recommend, Grant can get a cut. I'm fine with that statement.
Yeah. Okay, okay,
Right.
gotcha. Okay, so I got another 5, 10 minutes. So I guess I'll wrap up. Again, congrats, man. You're killing it. You're killing it. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
And so 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 I've been very focused on a couple of smaller deals that are
Mm,
also pretty high profile. So the deal that Grant's doing with my daughter is actually version 2.0 of Satoshi Hideout, which so Jerry's in Elysium, but
Oh, cool.
Satoshi, Satoshi is what we're taking sort of like an urban small asset, 20, 40, 50 units that are under the radar screen over some guy. And we're turning them from long term to what we call branded, furnished, flexible leasing.
Sure.
Branded, furnished, flexible leasing. And so it's not just pure B&B, but it's not long term in the sense that, so let's say in downtown St. Pete, the average short-term rental is 75% occupied and is seasonal, right? So our model, which is called BFL, is we have enough volume, 20, 30, 50 units, so that we can have a theme around the product. So in the case of Satoshi, it's a crypto theme.
Oh, nice.
Right. So Satoshi Nakamoto is the founder of Bitcoin. In the case of Elysium, it's going to be a space theme because Elysium is a place on Mars. So essentially, you're checking into a community that's kind of like thematic. So
Okay.
it's branded, and the brand is cool enough. We get a lot of free PR. So all the PR you're seeing from us, it's all free. We spent zero money on marketing.
Got it.
Okay. We've been on TV. We've been blah blah blah. And then the flex leasing is if you're getting 75% occupancy on B&B alone, for example, in Florida, the summer months are very, very low season. Well, we know that. So
Mhm.
we then go after the month to month. So it's a combination of month to month weekly so that we basically fill the space entire year. So what's been amazing is Satoshi is 38 units. We took over in May. We completely rehabbed it, furnished it. In May, it was doing 25,000 a month in sales in rental. December, we doubled it.
Wow. Mhm.
So in our T8 show doubling. But
Wow.
that's only at 49% occupancy.
Wow. Mhm. Yeah.
So there's a potential to go from 25,000 to 4x in terms of net
Yeah.
rental income. Now the property management goes from 5% to 10%, but
Yeah.
basically the NOI is already double in 8 months.
Sure.
Okay,
That's
so
amazing.
what Grant is investing in, Jerry's already invested, is essentially a version 2.0 of that,
Got it.
because Satoshi's already done.
Got
But
it.
because the project is going so well, we are considering raising more funds around either or both of these projects,
Mhm.
especially since Grant's supporting it,
Yeah.
so that we can buy more assets sooner. So I'm trying to see what, if there's an angle there for you. It would be pretty high profile
Got
from
it.
both the marketing because it's branded, but also obviously relationship with Grant.
Got it. So, okay.
So
Um, yeah, let me talk about that. So let me share my screen. Um, if you are wanting to raise money, here's the truth. I know we spend a lot of time on the social aspect and the marketing aspect. Personally, I don't think the marketplace is ready for prime time.
Mhm.
However, if you are raising a fund and you can market the hell out of this fund, um, Cashflow portal and yeah, you can play with it, or your team can play with it. It's super easy actually. You can raise fund of funds, and you can raise a open-ended fund. So you can technically create a open-ended fund or a closed-ended fund to do what you say, which is a branded furnished properties, right? So that, and then on that fund, you can write whatever you want on that fund of basically it's like, this is the angle, this is how you approach it. In that case, our portal is just a portal. It's an equity raising portal. I would love to be on that because that, allows a lot of people to get access to Cashflow portal and so on. That's fine. I don't
I
think
got you.
because the thing is, you are really good at marketing. I'm not. And so Cashflow marketplace needs marketing, but you cannot depend on us to give you the investor. We don't have those yet. This is what I continue to double down on the product. So, but Cashflow portal is a very, very solid product at this point. Zero churn, 100% retention, very, very customizable and flexible. So how we can help there is basically say, hey, we can we can give you the tool to help you.
The
raise money.
tools. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I got you. No,
Yeah,
that's good to know.
that makes
Again, that's
sense.
good to know. By the
Mhm.
way, we did Satoshi without using Cashflow Portal. So after the
Yeah.
fact, does it make
Mhm.
sense to put it up there?
How do you raise money for Satoshi?
It was mainly friends and family.
Oh, so it's just like DocuSign?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Got it. Yeah. If in that case, just send an email to our team. We will migrate you to Cashflow Portal. And because it's a migrate deal, depending on how many investors you have, we can give you a family discount as well, or investor discount.
Yeah, I think it might be easier just to keep everything on there.
Yeah.
And but
Yeah.
also to support you guys. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank
Okay,
you.
that makes sense. Now, in terms of I've never done a $20,000 investment, which is how much we invest in Cashflow Portal. I usually do
Oh, I
six
see.
figures, 7 figures.
Okay.
But for
Okay.
whatever reasons, I was really dry doing your
Sure.
fundraising,
Sure. Sure.
and I
Sure.
didn't know you
Sure.
as well. So what are the chances to take more?
So the good news is that we're not raising money, but I kept the realm open because I want to people to come in for strategic partnerships, right?
Which round is open?
So
The same valuation?
unfortunately the round that you invested is no longer open. I'm sorry about that. That one was the $25 million equity cap, and then the following one is a $40 million cap. So it's a 60% increase. Now, here's what I will say I can do. So you can like invest at the $40 million cap. What we can talk about is, I know now you being a long-term friend, we'll just give you additional shares, but that shares is not just like, oh, it's a friend. That shares is in compensation for potential marketing opportunities you can do
Yeah,
for us.
that it has to be fair. Yeah, I get that.
Right? You see what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Do
So
you
at the
have
end,
any?
you still get a $25 million cap.
I got you. No,
Yeah.
I would love to look at that. Yeah,
Yeah.
could you whatever you got, can you send it to me and I'll look at it. I'm
That's
doing 2 refis right now, so probably in the next 2 to 4 weeks I could put in a bit more.
I see. That's the tough part, which we're not raising money. So our deck is like back in April of last year. And
Well,
so
send me that at least. Yeah,
I'll send
April
you
is fine.
that. And then what I can do is you are
But
in
you know,
the investor
the
update.
financials would be helpful. Like I
Yeah,
get
you are
the
in the
monthly reports.
investor update. In the
Mhm.
investor update. I will send you just a list of all the investor updates, and you can go back. Basically, if
Yeah.
you look at the financials, it's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I guess the other value add, the marketing, let me kind of think it through how to play with the marketing, how to maybe link in a grant. But the
Sure.
other thing I'm really good at is, we talked about this earlier, is I'm extremely good at raising venture capital money. Like,
Yeah.
as you are as well, you have no issues, but to the extent that
Mhm.
there's something there I could certainly help
Mhm.
out with as well. Yeah.
Absolutely. If you
Yeah.
the nice thing about these venture capital firms is that, especially if they're in prop tech, they know their LPs are probably real estate folks, and then they probably using some kind of portal. Our goal in 2023 actually is to go up market. The other thing that's good to know is all our growth is inbound. We don't do any sales, outbound sales. Like we don't cold call at all. We don't cold call. We don't cold email. We don't cold call. It's like every week our pipeline is like completely full. Just word of mouth.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Last question. What's your exit strategy for CFP?
We want to go IPO. I don't think I haven't thought about selling. There's almost like if it's a decision branch, the chance of selling is at less than 0.01%. Now you can argue what is, how can investor portal become that big? The answer is investor portal. Juniper Square is a $1.5 billion company. So that's kind of the, maybe in 7 years, it becomes a $2 billion, $3 billion company. That's not that big. The marketplace is unlimited if we get marketplace to work. The third thing, which is super interesting, is we are actually investing in a couple verticals of real estate. So Cashflow Portal, Cashflow is the brand, Portal is the feature. We will have Cashflow underwriting, Cashflow bank. So imagine instead of getting a bank account open on Chase, you open it on Cashflow portal instead. Okay, and then that bank allows you to earn a much higher interest rate than whatever Chase or Bank of America gives you. It also allows you to create virtual credit cards that allows you to earn points, and we earn the money sitting in the bank. We earn the float, right, which is huge. A transaction-based revenue business is way bigger than a SaaS business potentially, right? And I talked to the Y Combinator partner. They really like that idea, and so they're like, marketplace, high reward, high risk. SaaS, kind of low reward, but no risk. Relatively speaking, we're still talking about big numbers. And then transactional, it's like pretty high chance of succeeding if you execute well, because we get all the customers. It's not like, so, oh, well, what's our go-to-market? Our customers go to them. We have a banking product. Would you like to try it? That's it, right? So that's what we want to do, a vertical integration on real estate syndicators. They need a banking product. They need a KPI product. They need a CRM. They need, what else they need? They need accounting product. And so that whole vertical integration.
Okay, cool. Okay, let's wrap this up. So I will work with my team to upload the Satoshi into Cashflow portal.
Sure, contact our team.
You'll send me your whatever deck and financials you have. I'll look at that and hopefully come in. Then I'll also kind of think a bit more about how to link potentially some of the marketing to your with brand or otherwise to your product, because it's a great product.
Do you still talk to Jerry?
Yeah, occasionally, not recently.
Chat with Jerry. I talk to Jerry all the time, so he kind of knows how our company's doing and doing pretty well. So
I know he put in a lot more. Okay,
Thank
sounds
you.
good.
I appreciate it.
Okay,
Thank you.
bye. Oh, by the way, Perry.
Yeah.
Is this your Zoom or my Zoom?
This is your Zoom, so I think you can. It's your recording.
Okay, got it. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Have a good weekend. Appreciate it.
You too. Bye.